What's up, Independers? And today, this is my first part of the in-depth review of LEGO Rivendell. There's no general information, as this is just the first part, so let's just get right on into the exterior part of this build. So this is the first part that you do build in the set, and it's just the end part of Rivendell on the left side. If you looked at the overview review of this set, I would check that out. That's with minifigures, and that's with a lot of just the general details. But anyway, most noticeable on this set is probably going to be the tower, which does go 15 inches. Is 15 inches tall, because it did say the highest point in this set is 15 inches, so I'm going to guess this is 15 inches tall here, as it's the tallest point. We do, and also the base of the tower has, I believe, five minifigure statues here that actually do have two faces. So you can see here, you see that one's kind of smiling and that one's angry. They got two faces. All 5 of the minifigures have two faces. These 5 minifigures here do not go into does not contribute to the minifigure count for the set. Do you want to know that? So the set only comes with 15 minifigures. These are not included. There is, of course, the little hidey hole that might have been shown in the review here, but you can put a minifigure here, Sam, or you can put some stuff to store. But that's what it looks like with some nice leaf coverage. It looks hidden pretty nice. We do get on this part a few of these new leaf ferns that you do get in this set, and you just get a few other leaves. My favorite part about building each part of these sets was probably the nature part. It was pretty cool, fun to build, and probably the bridge, just to show up there. You see there's more of a naturey side, which will be part 2 of the review. So that'll be pretty cool. So check out part 2 after this, if the video is out already. It should be. But anyway, moving up, you get the nature, and going to this side, you do get some nice arches in this set, and I really like these arches here. It's cool. I like how it looks. You get the nice little railing that will be on both stories. The railing is kind of the same throughout the whole set, and you do get some stairs leading up inside to the interior. Moving on to we'll move up to the side here. We do get another open-face balcony for the second story here, just kind of like how these are kind of open-faced, except for that pillar, because I think that's for support beams. We do get some nice side design detail here. I really do like that design. And we do get some just like candlestick pieces used as pillars here. Along with on the inside of the roof here, you're going to know there's going to be a lot more roof on the big part of the building, which will be the third part of the in-depth review. This has some really cool tile design. It's all the same as up on that part of the build. So you will get to see it again, but in a bigger form. The roof is one of my favorite parts. It's a pretty fun build. It's pretty fun, relaxing. And we do get one of these little side pieces here as like a decoration. Moving up on the tower, we do get windows here for the second story. As you can see, look into the second story there. And we just get some nice design and detail with these nice big green curves. Moving up, there's a little space for a minifigure to probably stand in if you could fit one in there. I wouldn't. You would probably have a hard time getting it out. Oh, we'll get that out in a minute. And we do get some nice design detailing for this. Oh, what do they call this? The steeple. I'm going to call this a steeple because that's basically what it is. For this steeple part, I like this steeple design with the little balcony windows. It looks really cool with a nice little gold tip on there. I do like how that looks indeed. The steeple looks pretty dang nice. And just going to tell you, this set is a pretty sturdy set. I accidentally did drop this part a few days ago when I was looking at it. Actually, I didn't drop the whole set. I dropped this part because it can come off really easily. That is intentional. We'll get to that whenever we're going into the interior here. Moving on to the back part of the build. The bottom part's just going to be open to be able to put your hand in for play or working and putting minifigures in. And you get an amazing sticker picture of Sauron and just the depiction of how that's Nazaril or whatever sword name is. And I like the design for it, the painting and all that. It looks really nice with some nice extra top design here too. Moving on to the side here, this clip is used to connect the two buildings together, as you can see there, as it doesn't look connected. And you get the technicals here for those Technic pins. Fully moving on to the side, and now the interior, we do get a doorway. That is not the doorway. It's not a doorway. Ignore that. It's not the doorway. I had I have to look on that side. It will lead to a door. There will be a doorway here in line with this door. You can see that in the third part. And we do get a nice little couch, sofa, bed thing. Something like that. It is put on by one stud on the small little carpet that we do get, so it doesn't move around, and I like its little design. It looks really cool. Putting that back in. We do get some nice candle sticks, candle design thing, holders, and a nice bookshelf. The bookshelf's pretty cool build. It was a pretty fun one too. And I believe right in the back in here, it is hollowed out inside. So like the bookshelf covers up a lot of the hollowing of the support beams and all that in there. So it's nice work here. Moving up, this is the bed that Bilbo sleeps in and Frodo wakes up in after he's injured from the swords, from that sword, from the Ringwraith sword. And you will notice that there's going to be an elf kind of chilling up there that is accurate to the movie. So if you like sleeping with an elf looking at you the whole time, you got that right there. You get a bed, which can fit Frodo, and you do get a little stool there. You do get in this chest, which we will bring out this time, because in the general review, I just told you what was in it, but you didn't really get to see it. You do get Mithril. You do get the Mithril plate. It is just a sticker on there, but that is fine. So there's a lot of printed pieces. And you do get Sting. You actually do get 2 Stings in this set, in the forge and in this chest here. You can simply put these back in the chest. And you can put the chest wherever. I kind of put it where the set is and where it's the most out of the way, which will be up where you just saw it. We'll just leave it out of the way here too. And this chest should be able to close all the way, as I'm failing to do that. Come on, go back. It should close all the way or close to it. You do get a nice little nightstand with candles on it. And you do get a chair and where Bilbo's writing station is, where he writes his book There and Back Again. And you can get a great look of this by taking off this top part of the tower. You get an amazing look at There and Back Again, and you can move that chair around, and Bilbo can fit directly into it. Actually, let's grab Bilbo right now, just to show you, because I haven't shown a minifigure off doing the things, you know? So, Bilbo can, let's get him standing. There you go, he's standing in there kind of, it's because he doesn't have the minifigure. He doesn't have his hand up, and if we put this hand back down, he can rest on the bed. Kind of. His hair's kind of gigantic. You can also stand on this if you want him to stare at Frodo, if you want that. Down here, you know, you can obviously put a minifigure anywhere in here. You can lay him on that bed thing, sofa, couch thing. Really, very, very nice looking indeed. Very good, but let's go to my overall opinion of this part of the build itself. As this is only a part of a set, the reviewing of it and the categorizing of it is going to be a little bit different, as it's not a full set, so it's going to be more compared to the rest of my builds here. But I am going to say this right away, the building experience for this part of the set is the worst for the set, is probably going to be the most boring in my opinion, but at the same time, it's still a good building experience. It's not going to be some other building experiences, you know, it's still pretty fun. It's building a building. There's not a lot of technique. It's just bricks, and it's not a bad build. This part of the set is the most boring of the builds, but that's just because it's the smallest and the least interesting of the builds. The rest are more interesting and has a lot more fun design techniques in the other parts. This one just doesn't have as fun of design techniques. It has a few cool ones, you know, with this and all that. You'll see it whenever you build it. I don't want to take away from you guys, like, telling you everything about it. And it's more fun to be in the surprise on the build. But, yeah, I'm going to say that. But it is a pretty fun part of the build. It is a necessary. It is the smallest, and it is good. And I will give it, out of the build, since it is the worst out of them all. This is going to be a review for each part. This is going to be more of an 8 out of 10. It's still really good, but it's just not as fun. But yeah, just looking at it, it's a pretty cool. I do love the tower design build. I love how it just looks. Just looking at it, it's the most easiest part of the build to manage. Actually, okay, it's hard to say. The second part, if you go check that out, is pretty easy to manage and way more cooler to look at. But yeah, that's going to be it for this review. There's not much else you can really give this to review. I mean, an 8 out of 10. There you go. Get some look in with minifigures put in it, so it looks a little bit more lively. But anyway, guys, if you enjoyed this part of the review, this in-depth part of the review, go check out the part 2 and part 3, and also check out the general review before you check out any of the rest of them. Go check out my other Clash Clans content, other LEGO content. And if you're not a fan of video, I guess hit the subscribe button. We are the fastest growing car crash in America. And bye.